Katt Williams just dropped a bombshell, claiming that Mike Tyson got caught up in Diddy's twisted game too, and that it was all about money now. We know Diddy's notorious for these infamous freak-offs, and Katt's got some seriously on how Tyson got pulled into it all. Did he use Mike Tyson's star power to boost his own influence? And if you believe Katt Tyson might have been played in ways he never saw coming. This is more than just a story about celebrity friendships. It's a tale of manipulation, money, and the dark side of fame.
Do you remember the first time y'all met? Tell me about this shit.
Absolutely.
He is about the Benjamin, as we see.
Oh, yes, he's literally.
It's really about the Benjamin.
Yeah. Well, now, when we come back, we're going to talk more with Puffy, and if you want to hang out, more than welcome to stick around, my brother.
Now, C. Williams, Mike Tyson, and Diddy are three names you'd probably never expect to find in the same sentence. But trust their paths have crossed in ways you wouldn't believe. Katt Williams has been on Diddy's case for years, calling him out for some bizarre and freaky behavior, especially when it comes to how he handles those closest to him. He's been real vocal about how Diddy allegedly uses people and pulls strings to get what he wants, even putting them in a messed up situation just for fame and money. And according to Katt, Diddy be wanting to party, but you got to tell him no.
Cause P. Diddy be wanting to party, and you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did.
But how does Tyson fit into all this mess? Well, as Katt tells it did. These famous parties were a place where power plays and shading dealings went down that just made his parties more ill, bringing in even bigger names. Now, we've all heard stories about Diddy's parties, right? The exclusive gatherings, the guests full of celebrities, and all the stuff that supposedly went on behind closed doors. But Katt's got a unique angle on it. He says those parties were about more than just a good time, according to him. Those parties were Diddy's playground, a place where he could flex his influence and control over anyone who stepped in his space. And now with Diddy's recent legal issues, we're hearing about these freak ops. Seems like anything and everything went down. And Tyson allegedly was right there in the middle of it. See, having Mike Tyson at those parties meant a lot. It wasn't just about bringing in a famous face into the mix. It was about adding a level of hype that made people want in, which only served to boost Diddy's status. And as Katt hints, Diddy didn't just stop there. He accused Diddy of manipulating these gatherings to make guests do wild stuff on camera. Rumor has it he'd use those tapes as leverage, maybe even blackmail. Sounds like a messed up setup, but he knew how to get what he wanted. Well, Katt Williams has always been straight up about how he feels about Mike Tyson. To Katt, Mike Tyson's larger-than-life personality has both his power and his weakness. Katt's painted a picture that Mike Tyson's presence at these parties wasn't just a coincidence, that it was by design. Tyson was magnetic, and he knew that. But Mike Tyson's charm could also leave him open to being taken advantage of.
At the point in my life when I heard about Mike Tyson,
Really?
he became like this superhero figure.
The first time he met Mike Tyson, like it was yesterday, Tyson to him was almost this mythical figure. He had this energy that could light up a room. But when you are surrounded by people who only see dollar signs, that energy can become a weakness. Katt hints that Mike Tyson might not have even realized the ways Diddy was using him. To Katt, Diddy saw Tyson as a way to bring him more attention, and that attention meant more money. It's almost like Tyson's fame was a tool he could use and wield, whether Tyson knew it or not.
I generally judge men by their aura. So spiritually, I know whether somebody in the room is holding some sort of weight universally.
Now Diddy was strategic. He knew what he was doing. And having Mike Tyson around would make others felt comfortable enough to let their guard down once they were in. They were fair game for whatever Diddy had planned, which might have included recording them doing stuff they never want to see the light day. But back in 1998, there was this interview with Diddy, Mike Tyson, and Heavy D. They were just vibing, talking about their careers. And you could see how close they were. Tyson was even talking about getting into the music business. And Diddy was here for it. But some folks think Diddy was just putting on a front, using Tyson to attract younger artists and pull them into his world. Now that Diddy's facing such charges, people are starting to question how deep that manipulation ran.
You know, I'm into the music business now.
Yeah. Are you really?
Yeah. Yeah, I have an artist, have a tremendous artist, and Javine Howard, and she's tremendous, and she needs a little bit more season when she gets to the top of her game. Everybody else is going to have to compete for second place and be happy with it. She's totally awesome. Hopefully, people's been helping me out. Wycliffe's been helping me out. Devontae Swing's been helping me out. And hopefully Puffy helped me out,
Thus, this is how things began to appear. Diddy has some significant skeletons in his closet, and Gene Deal, one of his closest associates at the time, isn't afraid to reveal them. Diddy is currently facing accusations for transporting people and engaging in other dubious activities. Gene has several stories, but one of the most outrageous is about how, back in the day, he escorted 2 women to Mike Tyson's place. These women were allegedly trafficked, and he was at the center of it all with his connections to Harlem Madam. Well, Gene talks about how one woman didn't stick around long, and she bolted once things got intense. This was a world without boundaries where anything could go down, and Tyson, willing or not, found himself right in the thick of it. He had to take 2 girls, go to Mike Tyson on 57th Street. Mike Tyson had a condominy him down. I think it was 57th Street. And I took the 2 girls down there. This is long time. This Gene stories painted a picture of Diddy always being right there, encouraging Tyson, maybe even nudging him into situations he might not have been comfortable with. And you've got to wonder if Diddy had a hidden agenda trying to keep Tyson close by, even if it may cross in lines. And this was just the start. Maybe did he use that influence to lure Tyson into those infamous freak-offs later on, in the lines between friendship and exploitation seems a real blurry here. And I was like, yeah. I said, what happened? She said, he gave each one of us $1,500. And he said, yo, Gene, he just toe into that. Girl like crazy like an animal. Well, years later, Tyson still reflects on his time with Diddy in a mix of nostalgia and unease. He's admitted in interviews that he's known Diddy for a long time, describing him as just chill. But Katt sees right through that. He suggests that Diddy only shows people what he wants them to see. It's possible that Tyson never saw Diddy's true colors, or that Diddy was holding something over him, as hinted at in various lawsuits involving secret recordings of celebs. What do you know about Cuz? Some people are talking about there's Diddy involvement with Jamie, and something happened because he was calling him out for some of the parties he was putting up. Is there anything you have opinions on Diddy? Have you had any experiences with Diddy? No, just I know for a long time. Got him, and with you, he was chill. He was good. He was awesome guy. But here's a thought. Maybe Tyson said he was cool with Did. Because he was forced to sign it and Did. He's known for Nas, even with this artist, in exchange for silence. Looking the other way when they seem freaky stuff. One comment sums it up perfectly. He signed the NDA. You can see it in his eyes. Even if G. Williams remained loud, Tyson may have had to maintain composure despite what may have been going on behind the scenes, because Diddy is a terrible man who cannot even be called human if he has receipts on everyone in his vicinity. It's like Katt is on a mission to pull back the curtain on Diddy's games and show everyone that not everything that glitters is gold in the world of hip-hop royalty. The internet is ablaze with reactions, and people are analyzing every aspect of this Diddy. Katt is warning anyone who got close to Diddy that he has witnessed the damage firsthand and is not about to let people walk in those same traps without warning. Mike Tyson's association, someone immediately chimed in and said that Tyson would have once attended all of Diddy's parties. It's true that D was crazy before going to jail. Since Tyson's reputation in the past was all about living life on the edge, it's easy to imagine him at these well-known Diddy gatherings. Some have even suggested that he was deep in the scene. Another person didn't hold back, bringing up some evidence, claiming that a picture is worth 1,000 words. Now, for many people, seeing Tyson and Diddy together, especially in a party setting, is enough to make some firm assumptions.